Morning to you. Hello, Ken, gentleman prospector. I'm gonna get back to the river today. I'm gonna do some fishing this morning. I just now got down here. I haven't got any poles out. I got them ready. Got my tackle ready. Got my Golders in my cup ready. The best part of waking up is Golders in your cup. Woo! Here we go. All right, let me get this phone set up, get my gloves out, get some bait on, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do one time. Hey, BK Gold, howdy, howdy, top of the morning to you. Josh, howdy. Ron, welcome in, Ron. We just pulled up, or I just pulled up, and I just got my stuff carried down. I'm trying to get my phone situated in here in this here holder. And I'm gonna get this bait out. Man, I had to drive around the other day to several different places, and I finally got it. I found it. Got the last they had of it. Got 2 cans of it. Danny King's catfish punch bait. We're gonna see if there's no channel cat are off in here today. See what they're doing, what they're all about. I gotta get a few things situated here. Get my trash bag set up. I got down here and there wasn't no trash in my spot today. So that's a good thing. Heck yeah, that's a good thing. Let me look at this chat, see what's going on. Jason E. Miner, David Danduran. Howdy, howdy, guys. Prairie Prospecting. Welcome in, my friend. Ringo and Czar. Oh, I gotta turn this camera a little bit. Gotta get my gloves on. Because I'm messing with some stinky stink today. Brand new jar of Danny King's punch bait. We had a little bit of rain the last couple of days. Got the water up just a higher, not much, a little bit, but it's nice and murky. And them old channel cat, they like that murky water. So it is nice weather here, Prairie. It's amazing. So Carl this morning, about 4:30 this morning, sent me a message. It was a picture of him driving to work. It was -5 degrees there. And I told him, I sent him one back and said, I'm not even going to tell you what the temperature is here today. At 4:30 this morning, it was 47 here, going up to 77 today. No, I got all my chores done. And I said, I'm headed to the river. Come on with that. So here we got us, brand new, not open. Oh, it's not open, but I can still smell it. There it is. That Danny King's punch bait. Get you some of that one time. We're gonna we're gonna find us a good poking stick, and we're gonna poke that Danny King's punch bait on there the best we can. Gonna work this old rod over first right here. Fishing with the Ambassador 6500Cs today. Got this one sitting on a graphite RT1 rod. Oh, I can't see chat right now. You guys might be able to see GP's butt. I don't even know. I got it sticking in there. I got me a big old fresh wad of that stink on here. Let me putting her on there. That's why I wear gloves. First time I ever used this, I didn't wear gloves. It was 3 days before Mama Bird would let me in the bedroom. That's how bad that stuff stinks. Bud Files. Howdy, howdy. Man, there's 15 amazing people in here. This is awesome. I feel simple. Now, what I'm going to do, because I'm going to bake both these, and I'm only going to use one glove to do it. I'm going to try to conserve my gloves. So I'm going to lay that one down and pick this one up. Another Bastard 6500C. I laid that real right in that Danny King punch bait. Oh, GP, you moron. Oh, I gotta squish this stuff on. I did have my, I guarantee you my butt was up in the air then. I cannot see chat. I'm over here wiping and a diping on this here ooey gooey. Oh, we're gonna pull this glove off now. And while it's inside out, I'm gonna wipe that reel off because I literally laid that right down in there. Dadgummit. Old stinking stuff. I'm gonna pitch this one out there. First cast of the day. Now, before I pitch this, let me catch up with chat here. Bud Files, howdy, howdy. So I'm getting ready to throw this out there. But I told my brother Carl Miller Outdoors that the first fish, if I caught a fish today, the first fish I was dedicating to him. So if I don't catch anything, then it's his fault. Damn it, Carl. See how that works? All right, let's get them out there. Let's get them out there and get after it. I need some coffee. That's the spot. That old big Southern Missouri channel cat ought to be laying in there. Speaking of big, I probably ought to get my net ready because this could be the day. This could be the day I hook into that 412 pounder. Let's set him down there one time. Let's see if there's anything going on. And I'm going to cast this one on out there too. Just as well. You know why? Because I got it. Just well use it. I brought 3 of them with me. Look at that. I about reached up and reeled that, and I got that old stink stuff on there. Means I got to try to get it all. Yeah. Good bait. Don't like it on me though. Let's pitch this one out there one time. I threw it a little bit to the right of that other one, so we're gonna switch rod holders before everything gets started here. I am set. I'm ready. Let's talk. Let's see what we got going on today. Morning, Zaxon. Bill Snodgrass. Hey, Bill. I just mailed you a package, Bill. By default, because Miss Betty never got a hold of us and sent the address, and Mama gave her a week to do it in. You won that fishing set from Mama Bird's Live member live, so it's on its way to you. It's on its way. Sunday, howdy, howdy, welcome in. Let's see what's going on. Great morning to go fishing, says that boinked. Let's moderate you. Anybody come in here being happy in this channel, they're gonna get to be blue. So there you go. There you go, man. That way these other fine folks can connect to you and you can connect to them. Got 17 amazing people in there. Got 11 thumbs up so far. Whoa, did you see that one time? I was looking at chat and missed it. Looked over and that old rod was headed down. It was headed south. I missed him. Dad gummit. Damn it, Carl. George Ann's in there. Tim Ivins. Jason says he loves that new logo, George Ann. I don't, I think I've seen it. I don't remember. I'm going to move this camera and see if I can make everybody sick here, but I got to get it where I don't have to lean over to read chat. Oh, there he goes again. There he goes again. Come on with it. I got him. Fish on. Woo, dedicated to Carl, my brother. This is a good fish. This is a good fish. Fish on that quick. Oh, hold that tiger, I said. Hold that tiger. Hold that tiger. I don't know how big he is, but he's fighting. And my net's over there. That's all right. We get him up here. We'll we'll survey the situation. Well, he's pulling drag. He's big enough. He's stripping drag on that old 6500C. He's not no giant, but he's a keeper. Probably 2 pounds. He's probably a couple pounds anyway. We'll take him. We'll take him. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This fish here is dedicated to my brother Carl. I told him I was going to dedicate the first one. He's a good one too, Carl. Woo! We got the first one out of the way. Yes, sir. Oh, goodness. Hold still there. Hold still there. We got to try to get the hook out of his mouth. He swallowed it. Let me look in there. Open up. Open up. No, we're going to leave him in there because we're going to take him home and eat him anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie another hook on. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. That's a good fish, guys. Look at this. She's at least 2, maybe 3 pounds. That's a good one. He's in the stringer. There's one. There's one. Ha ha. It's going to be one of them golden kind of days. Yes, sir. Cool. We're going to tie the stringer off to my bucket. I can slow. Now I'm going to get this old net out just in case them old big boys are coming around. We're going to fold my little net up here. Get it ready to go. They get much bigger than him. I may want to use a net on it. Ha ha. Watch out. Watch out. Ah. Now we got to tie another hook on. I got some size 6 soft bait hooks by Eagle Claw that I'm using today. How about that, guys? I wasn't live 10 minutes and GP got a big old fish, big old channel cat in there. Ah, that's the way to do it. That's the way. I like it. And we need about 2 more of them. Would make me and Mama Bird a nice mess of fish. 4 more would be ideal. But we don't want to get greedy. Either way, he's going home. He's good fillet fish. He going home with me. He big enough to ride in the back of GP's truck. Come on with that one time. Ah, I got my hook on. Gotta get my glove back on. Moosh that stuff back around in there. We'll throw another one out there. See if we can get another one. You gotta love it when you just get down there. You first cast of the morning and you catch a fish within the first 10 minutes. Happy Tiger, howdy. Welcome in, my friend. Got 14 amazing people in here. We're gonna make a day of it, at least a morning of it. Get this old Danny King punch bait put on here. Ah, got him. Got it. Put my glove away. Just pitch him back out there. Oh, I just got another bite on my other rod. I just got another bite, guys. Is it gonna be one of them days? Is it? Are they hitting? Ha ha. He slacked her up. That means he's fixing to take off and run home to mama. That's usually them old big boys that do that. So we'll watch that pole. He slacked that up a lot. pitch him out there in that current. Like in the so, Mama Bird sees this. I know what she'll be doing. She'll be wanting to go fishing when she gets home tonight. She'll say, "Well, how about we just go down there and try it for a couple hours?" There we go. There we go. Time to break out the kayaks, GP. It won't be long. It'll be breaking them out. Been a rough since Dad passed. Now trying to get the property ready to sell. But I'm getting back to normal, said Jason. That's going to be tough on you, buddy, but hang in there. Anything we can do for you, just let me know. Have some Golders in my. I earned this cup here. I earned this drink of Golders today. Mm-mm. Good stuff right there. We got one in the basket, and we had one bump out of the pole, and I thought he was going to take it and run with it, but he hit it one time. I'd say he bumped it up off the bottom, and it slacked up. It probably hit that little current there, and she slacked up. We were going to go. We have everything packed up, even the food and stuff, and this. We was ready to go down and do our first camp out of the year prospecting this weekend, and the park opens in 2 days where we go fishing at the forest does for camping, and it's gonna storm and rain all weekend this weekend, which we need it to because we're going to the cabin on the 13th, and we're gonna stay down there till the 16th. Me and Mama Burr, we're gonna do some crappie fishing, gonna do some spoonbill snagging, and we hope you guys will be coming along with us. Up to something outdoors, top of the morning to you. We've already got one. We got one nice Missouri channel cat, probably 2.5 pounder, maybe 3 pound in the fish basket. And I mean, we caught it within the first 10 minutes of being on here. I dedicate that fish to Carl. That fish will it's gonna be a nice eater. Like to have about 3 or 4 more of them in the basket. Real Mr. Hogan coming in with a here fishy fishy. Well, I don't know. We may not never get another bite, but I caught one already and I got another bite. And he just left it alone. I don't know. Hopefully they'll keep biting like that. One can hope. It is such a pretty day. It's supposed to get up to 77 here today. 77 degrees. Love it. Love it. There's the train conductor, Hobo Rob. Hope you and me is doing good. I seen them sticker, that new image you put out, man. That thing looks awesome. Shobo showed up, changed the subject. Choo choo. That's right. That's right, my friend. Tux Destruction, welcome in. Welcome in, Tux. Headed over to Brian and the twins. Gonna pan with him. Oh, awesome. That's gonna be a good day, my friend. I'm gonna sit here and watch tips of these poles a little bit. Just kick back. I told Mama Bird that I was gonna make her a big old taco casserole. It's Taco Tuesday, so now we're gonna make big taco casserole using, of course, ground venison. Hey, there's King's Gold. He's watching for his throne room. But I tell you what, if and I get enough of these big old catfish out of here, uh, I may flip the switch and we may fry a little fresh fish tonight. We had a great time last night with Scott Sharp on panel and Brewer on panel. I tell you what, them two guys, you can't be around them two guys, even if it's on a stream, without having fun, laughing, and enjoying yourself. Courtesy flush. Oh, that'd be cool. Awesome, Hogan. Awesome touch. That's funny, Jason, says Tim. Courtesy flushes are real, man. Everybody needs a courtesy flush. I even give myself courtesy flushes sometimes. Yeah, we met. I know you've hung out with them way more than we have, Rob. We met them last year, and we're hoping to get to hang out with them again this year. Mr. Hogan, we are using Danny King's punch bait. The stinky stuff. I went and bought the last two that they had at the Academy Sports there in Springfield. I drove all the way up to Springfield and picked up the last two they had. But I ordered some straight from Danny King's. I got a gallon of it, a gallon jug of that stuff coming. I fished with stink bait my whole life down here on this river, and I've caught a lot of fish on stink bait, a lot of channel cats. But I'm gonna tell you right now, bars none, that Danny King's is 100% the best stink bait that I have ever used. I've never went fishing that I didn't catch at least one fish. Beautiful bald eagle just flew overhead. I hope you guys got to see that. I don't know if he was low enough. He's beautiful though. He's big. He he flew just up through there. I don't know if you guys got to see him or not. Hey, there you go. I can pin that. Thanks and thanks. That's pretty cool. I never thought about doing that. I am in no way sponsored by Danny King's Punch Bait. They're out of Texas, but I'll tell you what, I'd sure like to be. It'd be way cooler if I was. Hung out for the two trips at the U, but right on. Well, we hung out there last year at Rose Nose Monkey Fest there in Ohio, and we had such a good time. Hogan says his eagle's eating right now again on his oak tree. That's cool. He sends me pictures of this big old eagle that he has that nests in the oak tree out there behind his property, and that it's a gorgeous. He does some great jobs taking them pictures. I tell you, he misses his bass boat. Yeah, and I've got an old bass boat. It's an old '80s model, Pantera 2, 150 Merc on it, 20 footer, and Mama Bird's told me several times, she said, GP, why don't you get you a new boat? No, I don't need a new boat. I like my old boat. I'm used to it. I'm used to that old thing. I'm just going to keep on using it until I finally have to pull it on down to the junkyard. So that right pole got the bite a while ago. It got hit one time and slacked up. I'm going to reel him in, check the bait on him, and uh, and see. I mean, maybe there was just one hungry fish in there, but the way that they bit there, I thought they was just gonna it was gonna be a wham wham thank you, ma'am. They just gonna keep on coming in. You guys help me watch these posts because I'm trying to read chat and I kind of got to lean over to read chat and I lose sight of my pole. But I can see it on my on my phone, but there's a little bit of a delay, and you guys know that little delay will kill me. Last one was a Ranger 21 footer. Had the 300 Black Max, smooth as butter. Yeah, see, mine's old school. I got the 150 Black Max, but it's the old school from the 80s, and it's got the speed prop and everything on it. It goes way too fast for me. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's reel that in. Let's check that bait because he slacked that up and he never hit it again. And he could be laying underneath there on. Nope, he is not on there. And he did get my bait. It's coming in clean. I think I just got another hit though on my other pole. Looked like something bumped it. You guys watch it while I bait this one up. We have to work as a team here. You guys watch my poles. Somebody yell if it takes off. That's right, Rob. We fix everything. I come from that generation. I mean, I've said it and I'll say it again. I had a wonderful childhood growing up. I wouldn't have changed a thing of it because it made me who I am today. But we was we was so damn poor we had to eat the putty out of the windows. And that was only on the holidays. And it wasn't because my pappy wasn't a good provider. It was just the way things were. Shit happens. Time to load my truck with the panning gear, says Hogan. I every time I come down here to this river, I make sure I don't have anything with me as far as panning goes. One, it's illegal here. Two, if I had it with me, I might be tempted to use it, and we don't need that kind of temptation. Now, when we kayak, there's some spots on down yonder that's not in conservation that is fair game, and we can go in them places. Let's see. We'll see if I can throw that out there one time. Look into something. That looked like a good spot. I don't know if there's anything gonna be laying down there in it, but we'll find out. There we go. There we go one time. That'll work. That dog will hunt. One of my four kids years back got accepted into college. She had the heart set on. Sold the Ranger boat. That's what we do for our kids. Right, Rob? The previous people got the putty before you. Hey, maybe that was us. You never know. There was a time that back when them little 4-wheel drive trucks and Bigfoot 12-volt trucks first come back out in the 90s, that our oldest son, a couple of his friends that we hung out with, they got them for Christmas. Well, we just didn't have the money to get one of them. And boy, he really liked them things. And me and Mama Bird made the informed decision that we had a really nice Marantz home stereo system that we didn't use that often. So the next day I went up, took it up, and I sold that stereo and went and bought my son one of them Bigfoot trucks. I mean, we do what we got to do for our kids. I don't ever want my kids to want for anything. I mean, or mama bird for that matter. She bought you a Rolex years later. There you go. See, it all comes out in the wash, man. Well, I think that a lot of us still have to make do with what we got, Tim. It's just a matter that a lot of us, a lot of people out there just don't know what they got, and that they've never been taught to make do with what they had. Hey, Midwest Gold, howdy, Tom. It's a rainy, soggy day there in Indiana. We were just talking about Indiana last night, me and Mama Bird. We uh we got the news last night, and it opened up our May. Where we was leaving in May to go on a trip for a week, and Mama Bird's already got the vacation approved. That's hard to do that time of year for her. So we may keep that vacation, and we're talking about maybe going somewhere and doing something different. And Indiana always pops up because it's not that far a drive. We can be there in about 8 hours or so. So not too bad. Well, we got bait on both these rigs now. Now we just got to wait. It's all about the wait. I was very upset when I was 10 and found out I could not reload 22 rifle while my father was reloading 300 Win Mags. Well, yeah, the rim fire is a little different than center fire when it comes to reloading. Hogan, just with the price that brass is nowadays, just think all the brass ammo that you've ever fired through some kind of rifle. Just imagine if you had all that brass right now to be able to take in and sell. Because you're like me, you grew up with a rifle in your hand and you made a career out of it. And I'm gonna tell you what, I save all my brass out of my large cartridge, especially my 7 mag, because 7 millimeter mags are hard to come by. If, and then I only load with 154 Super Performance Hornady is what I use to load with, 154 grain, and that Ruger Mark II that I have, it loves them rounds. It does. It loves them. Was given a grandfather's 257s Roberts. Right on. Society has conditioned us to look at the others have and not the riches you already have. Sad, really. Too many think money will fix everything. Friends, family, and God are what we need more of. And Tom, that's great, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. That was your first real weapon. I guess my first real weapon, if you're talking center fire, was well, it was my that was passed down to me. It was my Winchester. It was a pre 64. It was made in 1962 Winchester Model 94 3030. I still have that rifle. It is earmarked for my oldest son. I mean, it's his gun now, but it's still sitting in my safe. But and he'll pass it down to his son as well when the time is right. But then my pappy bought me a 7.62 Argentina, and That old rifle, I tell you what, I had a lot of fun with it, but, I didn't hang on to it very long. Sisquel serial numbers, that's saying a oh, there he goes. There he goes. Just got another bite. Just got another bite. Gotta get down here and get ready. Because this old pole right here said snap, snap. He hit twice. Looks like a little one. He's probably a little one trying to get it up in there. Trying to get it. He's not big enough to get the bait in his mouth. That's what they generally do. He hit it twice and left it alone. So we're gonna let it sit there. See if he comes back. Because you never know. He might come back and he might not. You seen it jump too. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't just me. Rob had the 7.62 Argentina as well. Yeah, it was a sweet shooter. The only problem was the ammo. Was getting the ammo, and I was probably 14 when I had that rifle given to me, and then we ended up we took it up and we traded it off, and that's when I got rifle I call Myrtle. It's an old Remington Model 742 Woodmaster, 30-06, and I still have that rifle. I'd say that was a little guy that bumped that. He could have got my bait. That it's not hard to get that punch bait off them hooks. We'll let it sit there for just a minute. Oh, you guys seen that one? Did you guys see that? That eagle flew down and he's circling around. He's a big one. Dad gum, he's big. Beautiful. We have got so many eagles around here. So blessed. That was an eagle. Good. You guys seen it. Yeah, he's a big boy, wasn't he, Tom? Right? Right, Hogan? Yeah, I've got rifles and pistols and shotguns in my safes at home that I haven't pulled out in probably 10 years that were, passed downs, heirlooms and stuff. And they're really not worth some of them aren't worth a whole lot, but they're worth something to me. It absolutely was. That is exactly was. I mean, look it up. Look what took out JFK, Rob. I mean, you got probably one of the rifles that is the or not rifles, but guns. It's a shotgun that's the dearest to me. Is one you guys heard me talk a lot about my grandpappy, and I never got to meet him. He passed on before I was born, but I heard a lot of stories about him from my pappy and all my uncles and my mom and just everybody. He was a great man. He loved to prospect. He was quite the entrepreneur. He did all kinds of stuff, but uh, he had an old Harrington Richardson Topper Model 48 410 shotgun, and I now have that shotgun. Now it breaks down and it fits into this nice little case, but it completely breaks down, and that for me that old shotgun, because it belonged to my grandpappy, and I've killed so many rabbits and squirrels over the years. I've even deer hunted with it and turkey hunted. Our middle son, Nick, he shot his first turkey with it. But that that means probably got more sentimental value than any of my Brownings or Weatherbys or Anshooks or any of them that I own. I mean, it's got the sentimental value. And that's something that nobody but my boys will ever have. Steve says, "Do you live in the dream?" I'm fishing. Of course, I'm living the dream. Dorothy, welcome in. We let that bait sit there about 10 minutes or so. And we'll pull him in and check him because he hit it pretty good. He whacked it twice. It don't take a lot to get that punch bait off him hooks either. I do have a daughter. I have one daughter, Jackson. We have three boys and one girl. Heck yeah, Hogan. GP, I have an adopted dad, older man that has adopted Robert and I as sons. Over the years, his crazy black powder collection, he wants to trade for silver. Really? I don't have a collection of black powder. I think I have four rifles. I got one that my great grandfather carried during the Civil War. I have that. It is non-functional, but I'm in the middle, or not in the middle, but I'm in the process of bringing it up functional. I would like to take that out and harvest a whitetail with it after I get it ready to use again. But the thing is with its age, I don't want to put repop pop parts on there. I want to go back with original parts, and it's a Knoll. It's an old black powder, 38 caliber. It was an old squirrel rifle, is what it was. But back in the Civil War, they carried whatever they got their hands on. And my great grandfather, he was in the Union Army, and there's a big story that I really can't tell on YouTube that goes behind the rifle, but the way that he acquired that rifle, and then it actually went through a house fire in the late 18th century, and then it got refurbished at that point, and then over the years it just got passed around, and I ended up with it. It was my mom's. It was my mom's dad, or great grandfather that had it, and I ended up with it. And I haven't found the right parts to it. It's a Knoll. It's the manufacturer's the guy that made it. Thinking about selling some of your gold to buy a small camper. I used to camp a lot in the back. That's the way to do it, Tom. Tim was checking out Danny King's page. That's some good stuff. I'm not kidding you, Tim. Yeah, right now is a good time to sell. Swamp Dog, howdy, brother. 45-7 gun trapdoor, 1878, near mint. Traded pop for it. He settling on going to son. Number two, Robert in Alaska. He do the deal. Right on. I love that, man. Stories like that, I love. Did you guys see that crystal bear? That pole jumped again. Something bumped it. Maybe. I was going to say, did you guys see that Scott Sharp pay dirt bag that quarter-gram pay dirt bag that Mama Bird panned out last night. That thing was so cool. Them crystals that are in there is unreal. It's crazy. We stayed up way too late last night in the gold room looking at all that stuff, or not all of it, but just some of it through the microscope. And I mean, Scott and uh, he stayed online with us on after party. So did Brewers. We looked through a bunch of that stuff, and that was the first time that Scott, with all them buckets of crystals that he has ever looked at any of them under the microscope. And me and Mama Bird was like, "You're gonna be looking at them for a lot under the microscope now." So we snuck in there and we have Scott a new live microscope coming. We have it drop shipped. It should be there Wednesday. There he goes. He gonna take it. He gonna take it. I was just getting ready to get some coffee. These is some must be a school of little guys because he that pole went and then he stopped. And generally they don't do that with these treble hooks. Karen Hunts, Karen, we're catching today. I got a nice one in the stringer. I call it Carl. Damn it, Carl. I dedicate that first fish to Carl just like I told him I would. But there's this big old eagle that's been flying around. A couple people have seen it on screen. I'm hoping that it got on there. Next time I see it coming, it's came from behind me twice now. Next time I see it, I'm gonna try to get the camera on it if I can. 21 amazing people in here. That Poe's doing a little bump bump, but he ain't running with it. Tio, welcome in, Tio. Hey, there's Dan and Fran. Welcome in, my friends. Top of the morning to you. I hope you two are having a wonderful day. Here's a little Golders in your cup. Today's episode of Golders in Your Cup on the River is brought to you by Miller Outdoors. My brother Carl. This is one of his custom stickers that a lot of people don't have. I have probably 100 of them. A lot of you do have because I've included some in it. And I was showing off Carl's stomach, Carl. There went the eagle. It come flying through. It come zipping through. It was low too, and I had the coffee cup in the way. Can you believe that? Oh, we got a little old logger-headed snapping turtle over there on that log. I seen him climb up. He's coming out there. That sun's coming up. Hit me in the back of the neck. Feels good. Zilla 8, you're back. All right. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it, my friend. You caught one of those Japanese fish, right? No, I caught a real catfish. It don't have legs or nothing. Oh yeah, Dan, send us some new ones. You got some new stickers. We want them. We want them. That poe's doing a little wiggle jiggle. It acts like it wants to take off. Come on with it. You know you want it. It's Danny King's that's on there. Come on and get you some. You catch 'em big 'em. It's a pretty good one. I mean, it's biggest one so far this year. By no means a monster, no means a bragging fish, but it's a good skillet size, probably 2.5, maybe 3 pound. I might ought to check my bait because he hit that twice. What y'all think? Think I ought to check it? Think it needs to be freshened up some? Ain't gonna hurt to check it, is it? Ain't gonna hurt to check it one time. Yeah, I think I was robbed too. I think some people in here like the gaming. I know Jeffrey Button likes gaming. Our oldest son, he does a lot of that gaming. I just ain't smart enough for it. It feels like he robbed me, Tom. It does. It feels like he got it. I don't feel nothing on this hook. He stole my bait. Bait thief. Well, it was a pack fish. You've heard of pack rats. It was a pack fish. He took my bait and left me a leaf. There you go. You got some gamers in here. Heck yeah. Squish this back on. Sneaky fish. Clever fish. You clever girl. Yeah, it won't be long. We'll be right out there in that water in our kayaks, having some fun. It's coming. It's coming. All right, we got him all doctor back up. Got us a fresh water that's ookum pookum steakum weekum on there. And let's see if we can put him right out there. That looks like the spot. It's a spot. I don't know if it's the spot, but it's a spot for sure. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. That fresh load of bait on there. Oops, forgot to hit the like. Yeah, please hit the like. No, it's just breathing hard. Right? Just wondering because I'm running the city, guys. Oh, I need a real slack out of that. That thing, that thing's a GP line. It's slacking. There we go. That's the way. I like it. Hey, you diver, welcome in. There's little Golgers in your cup. Oh, yeah. Decorating the Yeti up. Adam, welcome in, Adam. And everybody else that I didn't see come in while I was washing my poles, welcome in. Got 21 amazing friends in here. So next week, next Monday, during Mama Bird's Live, we're going to do a duck race. And these duck races are going to be $1 entry, but it's going to be for pay dirt, for gold. Going to be at least a quarter gram of gold plus 3 bags that have a tenth of a gram added to them. And one of them 3 is a bonus bag. It's going to have double that added to it. So it's going to be a fun race. I can't wait to see who wins that. Last night, give away that quarter gram Mama Bird bag. Basil Bell won that. And then Mama Bird give away a quarter gram Moxton Strike bag. And Flash in Your Pan won that one. It is really nice out today. It is absolutely gorgeous. Mama Bird, holla, she says. Does somebody say dollar ducks? That's right, dollar ducks. Quack, quack. Hey, Deep North. So Mama Bird, I wasn't here 8 minutes, and I got a big old channel cat in the stringer or in the basket already. Probably a 2.5, 3 pounder. First cast. I call it Carl. I dedicated it to Carl. I told him I'd dedicate the first fish if I caught one to him. Adam says it got in the 90s there yesterday. I'm not ready for the 90s, but I like these 70s. Maybe we'll get 2 or 3 more and we'll have a nice mess channel cat. We can fry up tomorrow night for supper. Maybe. We'll just have to wait and see. So it's on. There's one in the stringer. So if it's big enough to swallow my hook now, it's going in the stringer. That's just all there is to it. Well, I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again. I hope I ain't jinxing myself, knock on wood, but I'm pretty sure spring has sprung here in southwest Missouri. Our low last night was 46 degrees. I got up this morning and went outside. My brother Carl, he texted me, said it was -5. Sent me a picture on his way to work this morning. I sent him one back that said it was 47 degrees at that time, going up to 77 today. It today Maniac's birthday? Is today Dan's birthday? I didn't know that. Is Dan finally hit 39? 39 years young, huh? 2 foot of snow. Dang. Look like Dorothy sent you an email, Mama Ballard, about her Cash App. Oh, Saturday for your birthday. Saturday. It's supposed to be raining, storming Saturday here, but it's also supposed to be 80 degrees. So in between the showers, me and Mama Bird will be out doing something somewhere with someone. I'm not sure what yet. We may go down and see Hopper. He's found a new spot that's got some amazing cracks and crevices. Deep north still got over 4 foot of snow. Don't want none of that. Yep, absolutely, Joseph. Rose officially canceled Rose Nose Monkey Fest, and I 100% understand that. 100%. And I'm glad that she had the insight to do it, because sometimes we get wrapped up in YouTube guilt and we forget about everything going on around us in life. And Rose got a lot going on, so she just needs some time to just do what she's going to do, and have fun. If it's stressing and too much of a inconvenience, then yeah, we don't need no part of that. So I'm 100% behind her. That's right. Anywhere with Mama Bird is going to be a beautiful day. We're going to have fun wherever we're at. Francis, so you can come to the spring. Well, we could have came to it before. It's just a choice that we chose not to come to it, Fran. I mean, we'd like to go see our friends, and meet up there in Bath and all that, but we got other plans. We got other things. So we're actually in May. We're thinking about doing something else in May, because Mama Bird's already got the time off. Oh shoot, Joseph, that sucks. Yep, it was the same time as it's the same dates. Be strong, GP. We're all here. We're pulling for you, right, Zaxon? I'm pretty sure, after conversations me and Carl's been having, that he will be down here to help celebrate Mama Bird's birthday next month. I'm so looking forward to that. It's going to be a fun time. And Rob, there was another thing that we thought about, because the Yuba, that we might. I don't know. I'm not going to say we're going to go, but we are talking about the Yuba. We are talking about it. Oh shoot! I was reading Fran's message and I missed it. That one bumped him hard. Got him. Come on, big boy. Oh, did you snap it? No, he was a beast. Oh, he was a beast. And I lost it all. Oh, man. Did you guys see that? That was a big boy. I just hossed him too much. I was trying to hoss him in. He snapped it all. I say he broke it right where I had the sinker crimped on there at. Dadgummit. That was a beast. Hey, Randy, welcome in, my friend. We're catching some channel cat, buddy. Well, I got one in and I missed one now. So, yep, it happens. What are you going to do? Now I got to redo this whole setup. No big deal. Tie me a couple sinkers on. Tie me a hook on. Put me some bait on and get him back out there while these little dudes are biting. That was a fish. That upsets me. But, ain't not a lot you can do about it. It's just get upset. The fish won that round. I might really be upset if that's the first fish I ever had break a line, but that happens all the time. All right, we got them sinkers all crimped on there. How we gonna tie this here soft bait spring hook on there? Wish I'd have got that one in. At least I wish I'd at least got the seam. Throw a magnet out there, drag your hardware, right? I need to come down here and throw a magnet out right here because I know a lot of people lose a lot of stuff in this spot every year. And it's legal to magnet fish here. I had a conservation agent tell me that last time I was here. It is 100% legal. Get on there and punch bait. Let's go back out there and get you another. That was a good fish. I did not expect to catch a fish of that magnitude. Wait, sup, Saul? How you doing? Yo, I know where you are. Do you? Do you know where I am? I'm on the river. I'm fishing. Welcome in, my friend. We'll make you a moderator here in just a minute when I get done playing with this stink bait. Randy, we're in Missouri. It looks like Dorothy and Mama Bird both answered you. Momo fish, that's big and hairy. Got him baited back up. Let's pitch him back out there. Got him all baited back up. Let's give him a nice chuck back out there. Let's see. That one was right there is where that old big boy was laying. Right about there. Right at the head of that current. Let's just see. Let's see what he's going to do. See if he comes back to it. The way he was pulling and fighting me, I doubt he comes back to a hook in a long time because he did not want to give up. He didn't give up. He fought me to the end and he won. Let me catch up on chat. Airplanes almost made a hashtag up in the sky. I see that. That's cool looking, isn't it? Randy, it is 47 right now here today. Well, it was at daybreak this morning. I'd say it's probably 53 to 55 now. It's going up to 77 today. That hashtag looks cool. If you was standing on your head, it would kind of look like the anarchy symbol. Hashtag airplane. There it is, Rob. That is definitely hashtag. We need one more plane to fly through and make one more vertical line, and it would be honestly though, here, let me show you guys something. If you go straight up from where I am, there is a perfect hashtag made by airplanes right there. Hashtag airplane. That's cool. That's what Carl was saying, that you guys are expecting more snow, and he's supposed to be flying out a Friday or Saturday morning to go on vacation. He hopes that it doesn't ground his flight. Top of the morning to you, Lisa. We're catching fish. Well, I got one, and I had one break my line. And it was a beast. I mean, I actually I should have left my drag where it was at because I reached down and give it just a little snug. You know how you just give a little snug on your star drag when your old big boys are pulling it too much? And I thought my line could handle it, but that 20-pound trilene, it couldn't handle it. I don't know how big he was, but it felt like I was pulling a big old cobble down off the bottom there. He was a big boy. He snapped her. 1,400 feet. Here I come. Well, I hope that his don't have no issues with his flight. I know they're really looking forward to this trip, and he really deserves it too. He's been putting in some serious hours and working hard. Yes, you're becoming such a you're a vicar of people there, Joseph. You're actually and that's like these trips that we're planning, guys, that we go on and see you guys and prospect, look for shiny in different states and different places. Mama Bird works awful hard, as you guys know, and we got to make the best of these trips whenever we go on them. And, if we go someplace, even if the event that we go to or whatever is only 2 days long, that's like up in New Hampshire, that they got going on up there. That would cost us right at $3,000 with flights, rooms, and everything. and for 2 days because we really have nothing, short of driving from there on, and then the cost goes up because of fuel and rental cost and more rooming if we was to drive up to Coos Canyon like we did the last time we was there, and it gets expensive, it does, and it's not just the expense part of it, it's the, make the best out of it, and when we get back home, I don't like to see Mama Bird worn out so much that she has to take an extra day off just so she can go back to work and work hard. So it's it's one of them things. We're getting to the age that we got to be more selective on where we go. Bring your own bug spray. You remember that, do you? I'm going to tell you that was no joke. Is the sketchiest motel in the world. I have slept in places that I'm telling you right now, no man, beast, or child should ever have had to sleep in. And I would go back to them places before I would go back to that motel room. It was one of them that the locks on the door, the door leads outside. It wasn't like an interior hall, but the locks on the door, none of them worked. There was like 5 of them on there, and none of them worked. And then I was like, I'll just set the chair up underneath the door handle. That's wrong, because as soon as I moved the chair, it fell apart. So then I was like, I'm going to call the motel people and tell them about this. And you pick the phone up and the receiver's cut. It's like, well, shit. You know, and Mama Bird says, "Are we really sleeping here?" And I said, "Hell no, we're not sleeping here. We're gonna stay here till the sun comes up, but we ain't sleeping." We had some big flatheads here, big boys. I ain't kidding you. And there, and again, see that right there, maniac mind, Dan. That's the thing, if I was there, it'd be a high probability that, I would find all the gold, and you guys are looking forward to it would be all disappointed. And I don't want that. I want you guys to enjoy yourself and have fun. Sleeping shifts, said Lisa. Oh, if you would have seen this room, y- we did not video in this room. One, I wasn't about to put my sidearm down long enough to pick my phone up and video. Two, ain't nobody wanted to see that. Nobody in YouTube land wanted to see that room. But it was a cheap room. We stayed 3 nights, not in that room. One night we stayed in that room, but we splurged and spent the extra cash and got a room that at least had a that's what I told them too when I checked in. I said, "Do the doors lock?" And they went, "Yeah, they're all mag lock doors, interior hall." And I said, "Good enough. If the doors have a lock, then we'll take the room." Yeah, that's what we should have done. We should have just but we was in my truck and we could have laid the seats back, my old Dodge. They would have been fine. The back seat's plenty big for one person to stretch out in. So Mama Bird could have got back there and stretched out, and I could have laid my seat back, and we'd have been fine. And that's probably what we should have done. It would have been a lot safer. At least my truck has locking doors and alarm system on it. Hey, Blastard, welcome in, my friend. Top of the morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Here's a little Golgers in your cup, my friend. Today's Golgers is brought to you by Miller Outdoors. when you've had enough, just say, "Damn it, Carl." Right, Dan? I drove a truck for a little while, not too long, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, an over the road truck, and, I drove a big truck quite a bit, and then being a fireman, I drove big fire engine and stuff, but driving the big trucks and stuff like that, I tell you what, you get used to sleeping in them old sleepers. Yeah, a dog in a tent would have been welcome. And Joseph coming in with, "I hit the like button just as all good subs would do." And Joseph is an amazing subscriber. He's one of our moderating moderators too, as is Saxon and as is Hobo Rob and Miller Outdoors, of course. Yep, Mama Bird's dad did it for over 50 years. He drove a truck in the army, and then when he got out, he drove a truck as well, and just kept that trade. And he over 50 years and never had an accident. It was he had a great record. He was a hell of a truck driver, hell of a man. I mean, her pappy was one hell of a man. I can tell you, I learned a lot from him. Miller, always indoors. I think he's outdoors quite a bit. Right, 50 years and no accidents, and I mean, he was he was old school, he was one of them. If you hadn't gotten his tendons ripped, he'd still be doing it, avoiding an accident. Yeah, it actually happened by Dan avoiding an accident, yeah. Mama bird, I don't know if you was in here when I hooked that big one a while ago, but I hooked one and I was bringing him in and I reached up and then set my drag just a little bit stronger and he pulled out and I was pulling back, keeping the pressure on so he wouldn't spit it like they do. And it snapped my line, snapped it right at the top sinker, probably where I had the sinker crimped at. Lost it all. And Jackson has a valid question, and because I missed that fish, am I going to succumb to a beating? It looks like that you have just become one of Mama Bird's targets as well, Jackson. It looks like you got a beating coming too. So you know what? It's one of them things. We'll just take it and we'll move on, man. Hey, there's our youngest son, our soldier. Brentley wants to see the fish, Papaw Slade. Oh, hang on. Tell Brentley to get ready, and I will pull this basket out just for my grandson, Brentley. If I don't fall in. So B, here you go, B. Look at this. A nice channel cat, B. Oh yeah. He's a good one. I missed one a lot bigger than him, broke my line. That's for you, B. Actually, I dedicated that one to Carl. I'll dedicate the next one to you, B. How's that? And Dan, look at Dan coming in and calling me baby. Now, Dan, I know we're friends, and I know that it's escalating a little bit, but come on, I don't think that we have reached that point in our relationship that you should call me baby. At least not on open chat. Maybe on a phone call or a text or something like that. Brentley said he wants me to come get him. We're gonna take Brentley fishing. He needs to get down here and do a little fishing with Papaw. Zilla wants its head, but please don't send it. Brentley said just him, not Layla. Petey, howdy. Welcome in, my friend. Top of the morning to you. We're down here catching a few channel cat, having some Golgers in your cup. '21 awesome people in here watching me. Been down here a little over an hour. Got one in the basket, got it right off the bat, first 8 minutes, and then missed a couple, and then I had one hooked, and he broke my line. And I'm about to check bait on this other pole, the one on the right, because it's been sitting there and haven't got a bite in a while. Looks like Mama Bird's asking Max if he needs some Paw Patrol snacks. That's right, Lisa. Always at least one more. Always. 42 likes. Awesome. I appreciate it. And I feel so humbled. You guys are amazing. Dan says he'll take some Paw Patrol snacks, Mama Bird. Let's check this bait. Let's check the bait on this right pole here. It ain't moved since I cast it in. This other one's been getting all the bites. I just wonder if I threw out there and didn't. And not in a good spot, maybe. Well, whatever, whether the current took it or fish took it, that sucker is sucked clean. That hook is. That is one bare hook right there. But we're gonna fix that. We're gonna get this hook and puck 'em out here on it. Let me get this glove on one time. If I don't put this glove on, I won't be able to eat my taco casserole tonight. It'll all smell like Danny King punch bait. Fishing on credit. I like that. I've never heard that. I like that, man. All right, got that on there now. I can cast him back out there. We're gonna throw this down a little bit, like we did the other one. That seems to be where the bites are coming from. We'll chuck him right out there. I may try to get him out there a little further in that current. Right in that current swirl. So let's see what that does for you. Now go and get you one. This pole done caught two fish. I bring one of them in. You haven't got anything. So you're gonna have to step your game up. You understand? Sometimes you gotta be just you gotta be direct with these poles sometimes, because they got a mind of their own. Sometimes they'll hook the fish, sometimes they won't, It's all about the poles. Cafe Bustelo Espresso coffee is my favorite. That's what you use while camping, says friend. I'm a I'm an old school kind of guy. I like my coffee boiled up and percolated, but of course, there at the house we got the instant drip and the Keurigs and all that stuff, and but it's hard to beat a good cup of instant coffee. It really is. Big old buzzard overhead circling now. Cuban coffee kicks his butt in the mornings. I keep getting a flash of something over there, and I don't know what it is. Over on the bank, whatever it is, it's walking. It's in about 4 foot of that dead CRP grass over there. Could be no whitetail or a bear. Can't ever tell. I just seen little glimpses of it every once in a while. Instant coffee for your iced coffee. And you got Lisa, you got Mama Bird hooked on that instant iced coffee. She drinks that stuff every day. Randy, I'm using Danny King's punch bait. That right there is what I'm using. Momo Jr. is stalking you. Could be. Oh, you see that one? Did you see that? That gummit. Watching chat again. Missed another one. There's another beatings action. What's a guy to do? Man, that was a good hit, too. That gummit. You gonna hit it again? We'll just let you sit there. We'll let you sit there. See that little talk I had? It didn't work. These posts still ain't setting the hooks. Friend, Mama Bird's wanting to borrow your whip. Surf and turf, perfect. Mama's a freak, says Joseph. You have no idea, Joseph. Uh, yeah, friends want to know if you want the long one or the one that tickles. And Mama Bird said both. Oh, you girls. Right? Exactly. That sun just popped up over the trees and hit me in the back of the neck. Oh, it feels so warm. I figured that pole I just cast would take off, but no. Right where I put that dude at, that was in a good spot. And now I got this other one over here bouncing around. Bait stealers. That's what it is bait stealers. It's all about the presentations, Jackson. It is beautiful out here, and I've got a really warm shirt on that I may have to peel off here in a minute. Oh, there he bounced it again. What the world? Now, fish. Let me explain. Let me school you fish. You have to not just bounce it. You have to actually get that hook in your mouth if you want to come and take a ride in Big Red with GP. That's the only way it's going to happen. Bouncing it around don't work. You got to get it in your mouth. You got to grab it. Take it home. There he is. He's going to run with it. Come on with it. Come on, big boy. Come on. Come on, fishy. Yeah. I almost wore shorts today, Zaxon. I almost put shorts on. I looked at it and it's like, nah. It's the 3rd of March. I don't need to put shorts on, but you know what? It wouldn't have been a bad thing wearing shorts today. Now both poles have gotten a bite. So now in the back of GP's head, both poles are down there fishing on credit. Come on, fishy, fishy. Come on, fishy, fishy. I think they are messing with me. Lisa says the snow there in Michigan's almost all gone. Come on, fish, grab it. Grab it and run it home. Take it home to mama. Come on. Hey, bada 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 bada, swing and a miss. We'll see you in a little while, Mama Bird. Patricia, good morning. That just reminded me. Danny told me the secret. Yeah, I've caught some this morning. I missed a couple. I had one break my line, but Danny said that they needed some Golgers to get them really biting. This worked last time. So put 3 little shots of Golgers off in that. Now there. Let's see what happens now. Now you're fighting against me and Danny. We got the Golgers in the water. Lisa says it's going to hit 50 Saturday there. There's the coffee trick. Golgers abuse. I'm going to have to move my camera because I can't hardly see the screen because the sun's hitting it. So bear with me, guys. I'm not going to move it fast. We'll go slow. We'll go slow. Maybe I can see it better there. Maybe. Oh, be careful up there on that ladder. 44 amazing people still here watching this old man sit here on the riverbank, talk to that turtle that's sitting out there. Did I show you guys that turtle? Let me see if I can zoom in on him. He's just a little guy sitting over there on the log. Been there since the sun came up. Oh, my pose jerking. Went to went to zoom in and my pose started jerking. Tried to show off that little snapping turtle over there. There's 2 of them over there now. Another one's just crawled up. Blame it on the sun. Well, yeah, sun, old eyes. It's spring. Grow palm trees in Michigan. They are soaking that sunshine up. Oh, another one just climbed up on the log. Now there's 3 of them over there. No frog legs yet here. Our gigging season opens up June the 1st. That's what I need to do. I need to take you guys frog gigging with me. How many of y'all out ever been frog gigging? There was a time I used to go out and shoot them with my bow. I'd go gigging with my bow. That was a lot of fun. I was younger then. Mrs. Scooter, welcome in. Top of the morning to you. There's a little Golgers in your cup. We're catching a few channel cat, missing a few also. Had one hooked a while ago. He was a dandy. I never got to see him, but oh, I felt him, and he finally snapped that 20-pound trilene. I think he snapped it right where I had my sinker crimped at, because he didn't feel like that big a fish, but he felt like he was probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 pounds, and he was giving it a nice little tug and pull. Well, thank you for that, Mrs. Scooter. Appreciate it. 22 amazing people in here right now watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Randy, that have I got a story about have I got a story about frog gigging on the golf course, bro? And you're right. We used to get some big old frogs off them golf courses, man. But tell you what, ooh, a sling bow. I don't guess I know what a sling bow is. Hell, I thought I knew everything. Now, like David slings, I've used them before. I've heard stories, but my uncle and cousin told me about my pappy when he was young growing up on an Indian reservation one time. He used a David sling and he knocked a big old buck down. Boy, he got a lot of trouble for that. That's it. One more, make her a scrumptious meal. I'm hoping to get another one out of here. Regardless, I'm gonna take that one home and skin him out. If nothing else, he'll make a couple nice fillets. We'll just put him in the freezer and add him to the next time. Gonna have to check the bait on them two rods. They both went bumpity 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 bump a little bit ago, so we'll give it just a minute and check it on Oh, a slingshot that you shoot arrows out of. We used to call them ranger bows. Uh, there's a story behind that, but yeah, I've still got my wrist rock, and I've shot many arrows out of it. Had a lot of fun. Never frog gigged with it. Just used it in different aspects growing up. Pole's going crazy. I'm missing it, said Dan. Uh-oh. Which one? I did miss it. The sun's bright on my screen right now, and it's hard for me to see my pose, and I'm trying to watch chat. Which pose going crazy, Dan? It's his going off, bouncing off the ice. Oh, as much ice and snow and cold as you guys got, it. I don't know when you guys are going to thaw out. Hey, priority prospecting. Welcome in, Joe. Got quiet. I was listening to the birds chirping. It sounded pretty. I tell you, that sun coming down right now, it's getting so warm out here. Listening to that water flow over the riffles to my right, the birds chirping. It wouldn't take a whole lot for old GP just to sit here in his lawn chair and fall asleep. I suppose I should check the bait. That would require me getting up. Tim says they're supposed to be getting some of this warmth this weekend. I hope y'all do. It's going to be close to 80 here Saturday, but it's supposed to be strong thunderstorms, they're saying. And we need it. This water is low. We had a pretty good rain a couple of days ago, but it maybe brung the water up maybe a foot, if that. And it's still, this river's still 7 foot below what it normally runs at. The big lake that we go to every year that we're going to here in a couple of weeks, that just bounced. I seen it. It's 16 foot low right now. Table Rock Lake is. Icebergs are moving in off the bay. Hey, welcome in. Fat Cat Fishing, top of the morning to you, my friend. Have little Golgers in your cup, and welcome in. Just made a standard moderator out of you. Appreciate you. It's time to check my poll. That one on the right gave me a little bounce a while ago, but that was it. And that could have been the current because I did throw it out in the current. That's usually where you want to go, especially if you're fishing live bait here in this spot. If you got some creek minnows, and I didn't bring a net or anything to get them with today, but I could have. Randy, you have yourself a wonderful day, my friend. Thank you for coming in. Oh, oh, there he goes. Come on with it. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? You made this old man get up. Now you got to run with it. You can't just hit it like that. I've tried to tell you, fish. Once you get it in your mouth and you taste that delicious Danny King's punch bait, you just got to take it home to mama. Giving her a little bouncy bounce. Let him sit there for a few more minutes and we'll check the bait because something keeps hitting it. The target fish is channel cat. That's what we're going after. We're using some Danny King's punch bait. Say again? Come out here. You're out here, bro. Man, I tell you what, if it's going on outside, you can catch me out here. That's what it's about. Good luck to you. Oh, we got one. We got one on, boys. We're bringing one in. He's not very big, but you know what? He's going to go in the basket. Oh, he's bigger than I thought when he pulled back. He's a tiny little squeaker cat. I didn't think he was very big, but he'll make some fillets. He'll make some fillets for us. About a half pound, something like that. And see, guys, this is what I was talking about. Them little guys that barely get that hook in their mouth. See how he's hooked? So, all he would have had to done was pull it one more time and he'd have been gone. Let's add him to the basket. Let's put him in here with Carl. Let's put him in here with old big Carl. Old big boy. There we go. There we go. Starting to get a few of them put in there, ain't we? Oh, we'll get a glove on, put some more of this here Danny King's punch bait on there. Ooh, GP loves it when them old channel cat hit that hook like that. All right, let's get this old punch bait on here one time. You want to? Like that Danny King's punch bait. So now I got one on both poles. Let's pitch him back out there. Tell him, say, now go on and get you another one. Get a little bit bigger one this time. Back out there in that current. See what happens. Two down, 20 to go. He'll stink up a frying pan. You got that right. Yeah, peekaboo, I see you. Right? Got 45 likes, 25 amazing people still in here watching. I appreciate that, guys. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and anything free is worth saving up for. Look like Dan got him a new subscriber. Today's episode of Golges in Your Cup is brought to you by my brother, Miller Outdoors. I dedicated this outing to my brother Miller that is sitting at home or is sitting at work right now, waiting to go on vacation this Friday or flying out. He's headed down to the Bahamas. Okay, it's free, but I can only afford one. You sound like my kind of people. That gum. I'm not sure what happened there. That line got caught in the undertow. I threw it out over there, and it's sitting over there. What are you gonna do? We're gonna leave it set there. We're gonna check the bait on this one though, cause he got like 3 bites earlier. It feels like it's been stripped. I don't feel any kind of weight on it other than my fingers. Oh, it's stripped clean. Ain't nothing on there. He sucked her dry. Get my glove back on. Got a nice big old wad of that Danny King's on there. Let me squish it in them springs, get it to where to stay. There we go. Chuck him back out there, see what it's about. Now go on out there. Go on out there and get you some. That's a pretty good spot right there, I think. We'll see. We're gonna find out. Well, thank you for that. Appreciate it. I'm not sure, I was doing something else, not sure what was saying, but looks like some of you guys went troll hunting there. Oh no, Joseph, that stinks. Losing videos is never fun. Yep, stupidity. I agree, friend. Tim says they hope they hit the like button on the way out. And that's the thing. We welcome everyone. You guys know that. We just ask that you don't be stupid. You can fix everything in the world that's broken. The only thing that I've ever been able to not fix is stupidity. Lisa says someone just has some digestive issues. Right? That's right. That's right, fat cat. Being respectful is easy. Dan says, "Holy, I shouldn't talk no more." Yeah, you from the Ozarks too, Joe. Same way. He comes in with free is free, but where I come from, you take more than one free, you might get shot. The Ozarks is definitely a different place. Wonderful place to visit, but it's one of them things that, you know what, I want to tell you, if you ain't from here and you don't know the people that are from here, chances are you don't want to be around here too awful much. Oh, Fat Cat's in West Texas. Awesome. So if you're from Texas, then you probably know something about the Danny King's punch bait because that's where it's made from. Uh, Streetman, Streetman, Texas. It says. Oh, that's awesome, Fran. So I gotta issue a public service announcement. So Mama Bird has been making she loves to do the wired wrap stuff. She's done that for years and years, and she's been making so much of that lately, more than normal. My what I call my chief's room is it's my little man cave. There's a corner that Mama Bird usually uses and keeps her stuff that she's working on and stuff, so she can hang out back there with me and watch YouTube and different things. Well, her little corner has taken over half my room now, and she has got copper and beads and stuff laying everywhere, all of her tools and jigs and all that. So, but she was making this stuff to, oh, there he goes. She was making it to take to an event with us. Well, we're not going to be going to that event. So, you guys are probably going to be ended up with some of this stuff. So, I'm just warning you now. He hit that one time and then left it. That is so rare for here. Usually I just grab it and go. It's an addiction, says Patricia. It is. Oh, I got to tell you, I got here the GP spotlight moment right now. If you guys have never seen the wire wrapping stuff that Patricia's Creations does, and I mean seen it, as in hold it in your hand and look at it. It is so meticulously beautiful and well done. That right there is an impervious skill set that she possesses. I mean, she good. I'm gonna tell you right now. Lisa says I need to turn the retro trailer into a she shed. Shh, Lisa, Mama Bird loves that little trailer. I've tried to sell that thing over the years. Been offered a lot of money for it because it's a 1955 Yellowstone in great shape, but she won't let me sell it. So don't give her no ideals, or I'll be out there putting it together, Mama Bird she shed. There he goes. There he goes. Got him. Fish on. We got us another one. Oh, he's a fighter. Don't feel very big, but he's fighter. He's another small one. We'll take him. I don't usually keep these little ones, but I'm going for my first big fish fry of the year. So we'll take these little guys home with us. They will make up a fillet in a skillet and another little one. We call them squeaker cats. You pull them off a trot line, they squeak at you. Just like that, talk to you. I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have to use some pliers to get this out. He is hooked in there. Come on with that. About to get it out. Got it. Not a big one, just a small one, but he's got two nice little fillets. It's gonna go good in the frying skillet tonight or tomorrow night. And it don't take much to start filling up a stringer basket. I spilt my sinkers. My fault. My fault. I shouldn't have left them open. I gotta pick them all up now. I bent the way out of that hook trying to get it out. Look at that thing. Trying to get it out of that fish's mouth. So we're gonna straighten that. We're gonna straighten that treble hook up just a little bit there. Now, that ought to work. Just more of that Danny King's on now. Them bigger ones are in there. That's 3 in the basket. Hopefully we'll catch a couple more of them bigger ones, but if we don't, we'll just keep catching them smaller ones. Sorry, I know I got my big ugly mug right in the camera, but I'm putting this punch bait on. Got it. Get him back out there so we can get another. Well, again, that's looked like a pretty good spot about where the other one was at. I got about 3 pulls of backlash on that cast. I can pick these sinkers up before I lose them all. A lot of sinkers. Got them. Built that box of sinkers. I'm gonna close her up this time though. Well, we don't spill them next time. All right. Phew. Tim says he'd love to have some channel cat. Fish fries on, says Patricia. Fat Cat says I keep the 2.5 to 5.5 on the channel. I generally don't keep the little ones either, my friend. But you know, this is the second time that I've been this year, and it's the first time that I really caught enough that I'm going to be able to eat a few. So that's what I'm going for today. Oh, you got a 65 Nomad. All right, I think I'm caught up with chat. I think. Well, now we just need some more fish. This is fun. Got 3 in the stringer. The old big boy that snapped the line earlier, though, he's still swimming around out there. Ah. Well, there's a spot upriver here. It's no official name to it, but I've been like I said, I've been fishing this river. Oh, there he goes. felt him hit. He's tiny. Oh, the other one's taking off now. Which one do I do? I guess this one that I got the fish on. Ah, I missed him. Messing with the other one. That's all right. I had him for a second. He's just tiny one, another tiny one, but that ain't no big deal. Ain't no big thing. What I was saying is there's a spot up a river here a little ways. When it's all hot in the summertime, me and Mama Bird, we like to take our either our flat bottom or our kayaks and paddle up to it, and then we'll stay all night, set out a few limb lines, maybe a trot line or two, bait them up with some creek minnows and do some bank fishing. We need to take you guys out and do that on an all-nighter just to see what kind of fish we can catch. We call that spot up there 10 Islands. It was the way it got that name as well. One, there was used to be 10 little islands that was out in the middle of the water down there. But my pappy and some other folks, we went down there and spent 2 nights. We got 50 some channel cat and flathead between all of us. Good time, fun stuff. I got to check this other now because he was giving it to do wop de do. I felt like he was still on there. And of course, you see what I did? I threw out the exact spot as the other one hooked my hook. I hooked my hook, so I have to bait both of these up now. Time out. Got to rebait. That one's baited. At least I know I have fresh bait on both of them. Now we got to bait this one up. And now we get to cast them both back out there. Never a dull moment. What did I do here? And how did I do that? I don't know how that happened. Somehow I got caught in my rod holder. My dead. Now we got it. I got a fish hitting that when I cast it in. What we got going on? Tell you what we got going on. GP's gonna have to take his shirt off. It's getting hot out here. That's better. That's more good. So I was getting this pole casted out. This pole took off. So let's see what happens. You know what? You're probably right, Fat Cat. I don't know. Get that coffee, Lisa. Hey, Danny. You know what? The coffee trick worked. The Golders in your cup worked again. Got 3 in the basket, and I just missed one. Had a big one that broke my line earlier. Oh, I love these spring-loaded rod holders. They're cheap, like $2 at the Walmart, and man, they work good. So this pole was taken off while I was getting that other pole set up, and I bet you he got my bait. We're gonna check it and see. He didn't get it all, but he got some of it. We're gonna freshen it. I'm gonna keep an eye on that other pole because it seems like they just a little school of them may have moved in here. I'm gonna throw this down just a little bit from what I've been throwing them at, just to see if that changes anything. There we go. Dan said it just bounces on the water. Well, fishing rods. See, look here. These little fishing rod holders. I do believe they make rod holders for other kinds of rods as well, though, Joseph. Different books, he said. Turning the page. No, it's not breezy. It's there's there's a cave system. Let me get my finger over here. There's a cave system right out there that actually feeds water up, and it causes a big right here, a big undertow, and the water circles around. The current runs out that way, and it comes in, and that it's never really like glass right here in this spot because of that. But I can't feel a bit of breeze, none. I can feel the sunshine though, and it feels amazing. Yes, and if I like here, let me turn this camera, and I'll show you past the cave system, and you'll see that the water glasses up when you get past that. You see down there how it's just sheet, looks like it just laying flat. It glasses up over there. Fishing with Justin, welcome in, my friend. Add you as a standard moderator. Welcome in. Let's have some gold juice in your cup. We're catching some channel cat. We got three in a basket. One fair to middling, and the other two are tiny little bitty ones. But you know what? I'm here to catch some fish to eat. This is the first eating trip of the year, and I'm gonna try to catch enough that me and Mama Bird can have a nice fish fry. I am doing well, Justin. How are you doing? I got my poles in the water. I got my sun sitting right, or my chair sitting here in the sunshine. I got my cup full of Golgers, and I got 21 amazing people sitting here with me fishing, and all of you guys, and I appreciate it. Momo's tire swing. The rope swing is up the river that way, just a little ways. I don't think I showed you guys the rope swing the last time I come down here. Got a good story about the rope swing too. Me and Mama Bird, we were fishing. Actually, it was me, Mama Bird, and our youngest son was we paddled up and fished most all day and most all night, and then paddled back down the next day or floated back down. We got down here, we heard some cries of help, and there was two young men out there. They was in their 20s, and the water was up. I mean, it wasn't even a normal. It was up to what it normally is, which was about 12 foot higher than what we're sitting in now. And they were two friends. One of them was trying to teach the other one how to swim, and he thought this would be a good place to teach him to swim. And that poor guy was going down for the last time, and I jumped in and swam out there and saved that young man, and praise God that I was here to do it. The river's not the place, guys. This river here is not the place to swim in. getting a little bite there. I thought I might pick it up and see if I could feel him. I feel him nibbling on it, but he ain't never grabbed it yet. You gonna grab it? Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty. We got the Danny Kings on here. Come on, get it, kitty cat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ow. Meow. Come on, little guy. I know it's a big old hook. There he is. Got him. And we got him. Ha ha. Yeah, boy. Ha ha. Another little one, but you know what? The stringers or the net's gonna be pumped full of them, and that's all that matters. We're gonna have enough to chew on. He's bigger than the last one was. He go almost a pound. Yeah, that's good eating size. He go right about a pound. You swallowed my hook too, didn't you? Huh? Let's have a look. Open up. Let's have a look. See where you at. Nope. I'm gonna have to tie another one on. I'll take it out when I clean it. There we go. Another nice pan size channel cat going in the basket. Basket's starting to get heavy. Just like we like to see. Here we go. Put him in the basket. Look at them, guys. That's what you call. That's you call a massive fish. Right there. You thinking, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, GP, that's not a messy fish. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take them into your kitchen, throw them on the floor, and stomp them. I guarantee you it'll make a mess. Ha ha. GP's doing some catching today. Get this other hook tied on here one time. Get this pole back out there. Let it go back to work for us. You guys hear that kitty kitty song I did? Boy, it worked, didn't it? I enticed him to get on that hook one time. I'm getting low on gloves. Time for GP to order some gloves. Got it. And I got it. It's more of that Danny King's punch bait on there. Get out there and get your another bigger boy. There we go. Mama good gonna be eating good tonight, is right, Danny. 4 down, 18 to go, says Bill. Fran said I scared the crap right out of her. Fat cat's my biggest channel cat on rod and reel or on limb line or trot line, because there's two different worlds. But on rod and reels, I haven't caught anything much over about 29 pounds. My biggest flathead on rod and reel is 42 pounds, and my biggest flathead on trot line is 60 pounds. It was just barely made 60. My biggest channel cat on trot line was 35 pounds. And then I've caught some blue cats here that, well, they big boys too. Sometimes the poles are the bait, says Joseph. We got both poles back in the water, baited up. Now, I'm gonna tell you, my pappy, he was, well, his nickname was River Rat. And one of the reasons they called him River Rat around here is because that man, I ain't kidding you. I bet you he could ball up mud on his hook and throw it out there and catch a big old channel cat. I've seen him pull flatheads in off limb lines and trot lines that would almost hit 100 pounds, 85, 88 pounds. I got pictures of these things. They just as big as he was. But like I've told you guys, this river right here, the James River, just about any fish that swims in the state of Missouri, this river holds it. It'll hold it. It's a good river, a clean river. It goes into Table Rock Lake, and we have caught walleyes, crappies, bass, goggle-eyed, spoonbill, flathead, channel cat, blue cat, just about everything that you'd ever want to catch, we've caught out of this river right here at one time or another. Bacchus, welcome in, my friend. Absolutely. I got 4 in the basket right now. I just seen that bald eagle. What? There's 2 of them over there. Oh, that's beautiful. They're way over there. They're 500 meters over there. They're hunting, it looks like, because they're flying low. But yeah, we catching today. I had one on here earlier. I fought him for a little bit, felt him. I'd say that he probably went, I don't know, 12, 15 pounds, but I never got to see him. But he snapped that 20-pound trilene like it wasn't even there. It was my fault. I was hossing him in. I thought, you know what? He ain't no big enough to break his line. I was wrong. He was plenty big. Can't talk here, can't talk at home. Yeah, last night's show was great. We were talking about that earlier, Bacchus. And you know what? It went on for maybe, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes after we got left the air last night. Scott and uh, Jeff, they stayed on there online with me and Mama Bird. We had a lot of laughs and good times. Fran says you can talk, Dan. You just need express permission. 12 amazing people still in here. Guys, I so appreciate this. This is awesome. It's just, I'm down here by myself, but it don't feel like it. It feels like y'all's down here with me. Baka says his mind's warped and always goes in the wrong direction. Hey, if you got a speak freely permit, Dan, oh, absolutely that counts, you know. Them speak freely permits, so you can only use them once, and man, it takes a lot to earn one of them. That is going to be a great meal of fish, Lisa. It really is. You know, I'll have to send you pictures after I get them cut up and fried up. On my catfish, on channel cat like that, especially, I like to use a dry batter. It's just a batter I put together. You know, mostly flour, but it's got just a little bit of cornmeal in it, just enough to give it that cornmeal flavor, and salt and pepper and paprika and a few other things, and it make your tongue beat your brains out. Pure OD Larapin. I just got a low battery warning. I have a charger up in the truck. I guess I should go get that, guys. Do a short on them, says GP. I might do a short video cooking them and cleaning them and all that. And there it is, Patricia, Danny. We need to go fishing. That's right, you guys do. Danny says, "Don't threaten me with a good time." All right, guys, I'm gonna walk away for just a minute because I left my charger up in the truck. I got one of my portable chargers. I want to get my phone on there before it gets so low I can't do nothing with it. So I will be back in just a second. Watch my phone, guys. Hopefully, I didn't get no bites while I was gone. I got my little charger on here now. There. I'm gonna hook that up to my phone. That way we can keep on streaming as the poles go in the river. You know, I got to move my phone in order to plug it in, guys. So I, I'm sure all you guys, all of us, has experienced that watching one of our favorite rod and reels go off in the waters. Big old fish drags it in. I know I sure have. Bacchus, I have got. It is a 20,000 mAh charger here. I don't even know who makes it. I've had it for 2 years though, and it's been a good one. I mean, this thing, Ozark Trail, so it came from Walmart, but it's been a really good one. I say that, and I plugged it in. Maybe I didn't charge my charger because this thing ain't working a lick. This ain't working a lick. So yeah, don't buy this charger. After 2 years, they quit working. Actually, I think I probably just didn't charge it. You guys know how these things are. They're finicky. Sorry, guys. I know I'm flowing that camera around. Nope, it is not going to charge. So we'll just go for a little while longer, and then I'll just have to end the stream. That's okay. Because I'm gonna be fishing no matter what. Yep, it's dead. No sense in beating a dead horse, as they say. Yeah, right? Just because I had Boscus is taking the blame. Damn it, Carl. Yeah, I'm sure I didn't charge it from the last time I used it. I'll take it home and throw it on there. I usually bring two of them with me, and I only brought one this time, so I thought this would be plenty. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Right, that's it. Always save a bit of juice. Well, I'm at 20%, and so I'll let it go down there until about 10%, and then we'll end the stream, guys. So it'll be a little bit longer. We'll be here for a little longer. Guys, I'm sweating, and I love it. It's getting warm enough. It's sitting here in this direct sunshine, putting a little bit of sweat on the brow here, and I'm liking it. I ain't ever tired of you guys watching, Dan. You know, that's like I've told you guys before, that's the main reason OGP does YouTube. I get nothing out of it but kindness and friendship from you guys. And I'd be down here, talking to these turtles over here, which by the way, we got four of them now over there on that log, two on each log. No, don't you send none of that snow to me, man. That's a four-letter word, Bacchus. No. No. It's warm here. Getting warmer. Loving it. Loving it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say here in another 14 days, 10 to 14 days, if a man wanted to, he could probably go out there and find a mushroom. Because they will be popping up soon. Hmm. No, we're not getting 2 foot Thursday, man. No. They will be, Lisa. They'll be coming up soon. And the first time I usually, when I was a younger man, I used to go early like this and always, find a little bitty one, little tiny things, pick two or three of them, take pictures of them with newspaper clipping or receipt showing the date, saying, woo, I found one in February. I found one early March. But anymore, I let them get big enough that I can put them in my skillet before I go out there. But I'll guarantee you, the first trip I go and I start finding them, I'm gonna take you guys along. Look at that pole. I need to pay attention. GP needs to pay attention. Do you see that? Oh, won't you fly, you beautiful eagle? Come on and fly up in the sky. Seen him up there flying over. There's two of them over earlier. Well, he hit it. Then he left it. So we're gonna stick him back in there. Hope for the best. None beats fried morels and venison backstrap. Oh, he hit it again just as soon as I put the pole down. You got to be this big. You got to be the smallest fish swimming in here. There he is. We're gonna find out how big he is because I got him. And another one bites the dust. Mm, mm, mm. Another one bites the dust. Oh, just a little guy. Come on in, little guy. Come on in. The water's fine. Booyah. That's what we're going for. That's the way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I like it. Uh-huh, uh-huh. That's the way. Where'd my pliers go? There they are. Right where I left them. Got it. Another one for the basket. Another one for the basket. It's getting heavy. That basket's getting heavy. And I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Dream a little dream for me. Got it. That's why I ain't no punk right there, man. Come on with that. Woo! Right, right, Joseph? Tim, have a good day, my friend. Thank you for coming in here. I appreciate every one of you for being in here. It's 55, Bacchus. It was 55, and it's a quarter gram bag, and it was well over a quarter gram. I'm going to tell you that. the crystals alone that he sent was well worth what we gave for that bag. They provided hours of fun for me and Mama Bird last night, and we haven't even started looking at them all. Baca says it's nap time for him. I could sit right here and take a nap. I ain't gonna kid you one time. It feels so amazing. That's it, Dan. Stuffing things. Things and stuff, man. Well, I don't know if him or Brewers, I know they have a special place they go to get these crystals at, and they only go once or twice a year, but I don't know if they ever crushed any of that for gold or even looked for gold around it. They did say it come by out of the mountains, so there could be gold inside of them, but there was one of them in particular that when we looked at it last night, it looked like it had a tiny little piece of gold deep inside that crystal. But you know what? It'll just have to look that way because there's no way Mama Bird will ever let me crush them crystals. Well, Lisa, you have a wonderful day and don't hurt yourself helping them move. You got the truck. Hell to the truck driver, truck driver, truck driver. Yeah, you're a driver. You don't have to load or unload. You're the driver today. So take it easy out there. Patricia, you too. Thank you so much. I won't be on here too awful much longer because, like I said, my phone's going down and I don't want to leave it plumb down where I can't make an emergency call, but I could always charge it up in the truck. Oh, it's almost noon here. I've been having some fun. I got 5 fish in the stringer, missed about 3 or 4. Line broke on a nice one. It's been a great day out here so far, so far. I've got, as we opened last night on mail call, a very limited, very special Carson jar as well. And I can't wait to get into that, but I'm going to do that on live. And that way everybody can see it and enjoy it. I think it's going to be a really good jar. That's it. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. And guys, if you haven't seen the short Lisa put out, she put a short out on MASH on the day that it aired, the last day it aired. She put a short out, and that inspired me to do another upcoming. Me and Mama Bird, after watching that short, we're getting ready to do another, probably on a Wednesday night, early evening. 4 or 5 on a Wednesday. We're going to do another MASH trivia episode, and we're going to give away uh, little some of the little small mash bags like we did the last time. That's got at least a tenth of a gram of gold in there. And we're going to invite some of you guys up on panel to play the mash trivia game like we did last year. That was so much fun. And you know what? I thought I was the only mash nerd left in the world, but everybody loves mash. What's not to love? Momo has been over there. He has. That's right, Bill. That was a good time. We have so many. I have 3 editions of the Mash trivia cards. So you mix them all up. We could play for hours and have a good time. We watch that show just about every day. I have it all on DVD on MASH. That's between that and Gunsmoke. We watch every evening. That's how we unwind. And me and Mama Bird play little games ourselves. We look for like what we call Easter eggs in there. Like we'll pick a character, and if we watch 5 or 6 episodes, we'll see how many times in an episode that character per is displayed. The one that's the funnest is the character Goldman, the one that plays Goldman, which is basically he plays a medic on and he does all kinds of different things, but you never know when his character will appear. And sometimes it's just an on-screen appearance. He doesn't say anything, and we're like, "There's Goldman," and we keep score and write it down how many times each one of us spot him first, and it's fun. Oh, there he goes. He's gonna take off again. Let's pull on the right. Oh, I gotta quit leaning on that shoulder, that blown shoulder. I think Bill Snodgrass won the very first mash bag that we sent out. There he goes. Ah, I missed him. Swing and a miss. That's just the way of it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. That's all right. We'll bait him back up and try it again. I know we sent out a bunch of the mash bags to folks. We sent some to Rob, to Miller. I think we sent some to Zaxxon. We love to take care of our managing mods. They keep the channel safe and keep it all fun in here. I don't even remember how many. I think we give out 10 of the little mash bags all together. I weighed up a gram of gold, a little over a gram of gold, and put into them. Well worth it because we knew it was going to some beautiful people that would enjoy them. All right, let's get him back out there. Battery at 10%. Little dog covering part of you. That may be too much information. I know you got to miss being out there on the road, Dan. If we can make it here till noon, we'll end this thing at noon. So that's another 15 minutes. My phone went to 10%. I've got 5 fish in my basket. I got plenty for us to have a nice mess of channel cat. One more would be perfect. I think I'm allowed 7 a day here. Uh, so 2 more would be perfect. It would be great. Right, Joseph? Oh, there he goes. He hit it twice. Little tap, tap, taparoo. Little taparoonsty. That'd be a good way to end the stream is catching it up. We started it catching a fish. We could end it maybe catching a fish. Maybe. Maybe we should sing the fishy, fishy, kitty, kitty song again. It worked last time. I don't know. He's thinking about it. Them little guys have trouble getting them hooks in their mouths. So. Dan says she doesn't miss him working a bit. You know, that's what brings it all together is when you find that soulmate. I was lucky enough that, me and Mama Bird, she was still in high school. We're high school sweethearts. I wasn't, but she was still in high school when we met and started dating, and we haven't looked back since. And it seems like it was just yesterday, and that was almost 40 years ago, guys. And it seems like it was yesterday that we first had our first date. Oh, OGP sweating. I got the sweat rolling off. Look at this. Look at that sweat coming off of me. Love it. Every time I sit down, he bites. Every time I stand up, he quits. You got to make up my mind, fish. I'm gonna sit back down. Sit back down. As Festus would say, Joseph says his ex was a keeper. His second one got away. Time to shave it all off, says Dan. My hair grows so fast. I'm telling you. I go to the barber every other week, every 2 weeks. I go to. We got a local barber here. I've been going to him before he had his barber's license. His dad has had the shop, and he's since passed away. But I just my hair grows fast. I just can't keep it cut. And you wouldn't like me if I was bald head. I used to when I was in the as a chief officer. I kept it pretty high and tight. Kept my hair shaved, everything trimmed, and no facial hair and all that. And uh, I kept it pretty high and tight. But I've got so many scars and stuff on top of my head. Oh my goodness. Going since 1942. Oh, that's awesome, Joseph. Zella is a one of a kind. She's something special. Ah, gotcha. I reread it. Gotcha, Dan. That makes more sense. Well, I thought that dude was going to take back off again, but he may not be. But you know what? We got a mess of fish. We got a nice little mess of fish. I get to go home and fillet out, and that's what we're gonna have for supper tomorrow evening. Fish and huff puppies, maybe some coleslaw. Time for more Golders, says Dan. Yeah, got to pour some more in there. My Golders is just almost gone. It is 9 minutes till noon where I'm at. It's almost 1 o'clock where a lot of you guys are. Now, where Rob's at and everybody out there on the West Coast, it's still fairly early. It's only almost 10 o'clock. That's the great thing about this. We're all in different time zones, you know. So, hey, there's something fun and productive to do, Joseph. Move your lights around. So we got 9 people still. There's still 9 people in here after almost 3 hours on here. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We're going to I'm getting ready to end this, but because of you 10 amazing people in here, there's 10 of you. Do me a favor, everybody that's in here, type in the word marvelous because I will go back and reread this chat. And all 10 of you, 8 now. So whoever types the word marvelous in this last bit of chat, I'm going to give a free duck to for the upcoming duck race on Monday on Mama Bird's Live. So you guys will get a free entry for just typing the word marvelous. There you go. Dan got one. Bill got one. Love it, guys. That's for sticking around, hanging out to the last minute. Lewis got one. Lewis Outdoor. I didn't even know you was in here, brother. Howdy, that's awesome. I'm glad. King's Gold got one. And what I will do, as you guys know that has ever done these vertical lives, it takes about 24 hours before I can reread my chat. But then once they post and I reread my chat, I will go through. There's Fran got her one in. I'll go through and write down all your everybody that typed that word marvelous right here at the end of this chat. And you guys are going to get a free entry into the duck race. And I'm going to move this just a little bit. And I'm going to flip this camera around here where you guys can look at my ugly mug sitting here in this chair. Look at that sweat. Ooh-wee. Old GP's getting it going, man. I tell you what, summer is coming. Summertime. So, yeah, everybody that put the word marvelous in there is going to get a free entry into Monday's duck race. And that's going to be for, well, you guys will see Monday, but we got the little bags that we have added a tenth of a gram of gold to. There's three of them. One of them is a bonus bag. One of them's got, well, I'm just going to tell you, it's got a quarter gram of gold. Exactly a quarter gram of gold that I added to it because the gold's already put in there. And then we got a big bag, and depending on how many duck entries, we're going to start with a quarter gram bag. If we get enough entries, we're going to go up to a half gram. If we get enough, we'll go up to a full gram. So we're going to be giving away some gold, uh, dollar entry ducks on Mama Bird's Live on Monday. We'll probably start that show at 5 instead of 5:30. Just because it takes a little longer, and we'll be able to give extra 30 minutes for people to buy the bucks and different things because it's only $1 a duck. Cody Brennan, hey, hey. So be sure to do that. And then I'm also going to go back and check who the first people was in chat, and I'm going to give them some of the first people a free entry into it. And that's just what it's about. MVP. Howdy, howdy. We've been catching fish all morning. My phone's almost dead. I'm down to about 8%. I got a stringer full of fish. I just want you guys to know that we love each and every one of you. Wherever you're at in the world today, I hope you're having a blessed day, a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying some of the same kind of weather that we are, man. I'm telling you what, it's going up to 77 today. It's almost noon here. I would say that it is going to be right now. If I was to guess what temp it was, I'd say it's at least 72 because I mean, I'm starting to sweat sitting in the sun here. We got 5 fish in the stringer. I'll pull that up and show you guys ones that are just coming in. We got one decent channel cat, and we got 4 small ones, but you know what? They're going to eat too, and we're going to take them home and get them cleaned up. Maybe this weekend I may go live, or during the week I may be fishing again tomorrow or the next day. I don't know yet. I mean, this was fun, but I know I'm going to be doing a Carson jar before long, and I want to do that live. And Mama Bird before long is going to be doing either a live or a video premiere of cleaning, vacuuming her car out, the Mama Bird mobile, and she's going to give away to one of you lucky people out there. Uh, During that premiere or live, she's going to give away the vacuum sweepings out of it. And I don't know if there's gold in it or not, but I know there's a lot of dirt that we spilt in it last summer. So, guys, thanks again. I love each and every one of you. Oh, I was going to pull that fish basket out one more time and show it to you. So, let's do that. To these fellers that are just coming in, we did get us a nice little mess of fish. Good eating fish. Good skillet fry fish. Got one decent one in there. And then some smaller channels, but they're all good channel cat, they'll eat. Fun stuff, as always. Next time, though, I'll have my phone charger charged up so I can charge it while we're going. You too, Luz. It was great seeing you guys. Brewers, look at that. We do have enough fish tonight to eat, brewers. We're going to eat them tomorrow night, though. So there's 10 left in here. Guys, before I end the stream, remember, type in the word marvelous. You don't even have to hashtag it. Just type in the word marvelous. And in the last 4 minutes of this sleep, I will go back and I will reread my chat as soon as it's available. And for those people, everybody that typed in the word marvelous, you're gonna get a free duck entry into Monday's duck races for some to win some gold pay dirt. And I'll let you guys take you just another minute to type the word marvelous in, those of you that are just coming in, because we want to include everybody. Burrs, you should have seen the one that got away. I wish I'd have seen the one that got away, but really, we hooked one and we fought him. I mean, he went up river, down river, had my pole bent. I was giving it to him, man. I was putting a smack on him. And I reached up and I adjusted my drag just a little bit because he was pulling out a little much. And then I pulled him into a hard hammer set, man, and he's pulling back. And all I could see was out there about 20 yards was a wake in the water. And then my line snapped. And it was like, no, GP, you hossed him, you idiot. There you go, bro. Bloody marvelous. There you go, brother. Guys, I don't want to end this. I'd want to keep going, but my phone's about to die, and the stupid charger that I brung down here with me, good charger if you charge it, but I didn't charge it, so it was dead too. So I got a dead charger and a dead phone. Ooh, what are you gonna do? But until next time, everybody out there, stay golden, be safe, be kind, stay humble. And don't forget, Miller Outdoors is who sponsored this Golders in Your Cup. The next one will be sponsored by someone different. And if you want to sponsor an episode of Golders in Your Cup, send me one of your cups. And if you don't have a cup, send me one of your stickers. And I got a little bit of room left on this here mug that I can stick a few more stickers on. And just let me know, if you send me one, say, I want to be on Golders in Your Cup, GP. And we'll put you on Golders in Your Cup. Because we've been trying to share the love and share the kindness. Don't smell your hand. Yeah, I've put gloves on each time. But the first thing I did right off the bat, the first pole that I baited, I went to set down to reach around to pull my glove off. And when I set it down, the handle went right in the stink bait. All right, guys. Sorry, my phone died. I'm back in my truck now, headed back to the hacienda. Gonna cut these fish up, get them on some water, and I'm gonna fry them up tomorrow. So I know nobody's still here. I just didn't want to end the stream without actually ending the stream. So there you have it, guys.